So I started making some progress in my life. I went back to the gym for a few days. I had a looks maxing routine, well, a facial routine that worked for me, which I've shown you before. And I was also going to make a supplement video, but I don't feel as though I really need to at this point because I'm just taking magnesium, fish oil capsules, and I'm also taking a multivitamin every day. So I don't think, because in the magnesium, it's magnesium, zinc, and calcium, so I'm getting those nutrients. I don't really think that I need to say anything more on the subject because it's not something I'm really delving as deep into as my facial routine. Been having regular showers because I've been told before that I don't look clean, and I've replaced my exfoliating scrub with this Brickle once a week scrub because I realised that some of the ingredients don't react well to each other because I was putting retinol on around my eyelids, and then I realised that my eyelids started to dry out in a reaction to the ingredients. I've thrown away the retinol now, and I'm going to replace it at some point with some retinol moisturiser. So that's the facial routine part of the video discussed. Now, have I been sticking to this routine religiously? No. And it's not really serious at this point. I don't see any detriment. I don't feel any detriment occurring. But I have taken a day off of using my facial wash twice a day. I've taken a day off, and I've taken a day off the showers, and I've also, I'm getting back into, I'm starting to run myself baths because at the height of my routine I was having showers twice a day. I was going to move on to cold showers by building up the habit of having regular showers and getting used to it. 66 sessions is how many it takes to build a habit. And I broke that. I'm back on it, so my progress isn't really affected in that field. But the reason why I didn't have the shower, why I skipped my facial routine, was because of social media, which I've been having a massive problem with. I've been having a problem with it ever since before I finished my exams, before I sat my exams. Social media addiction has just been creeping up on me, and it's been so severe to the point where I've been told by a friend of mine on Discord. So that shows that how much my life is fucked up, because all of my friends are on Discord, and it shows how deep into this addiction I am. On Discord, I've been told by this guy who was speaking to a Swedish nofapper, and I told him my struggle with nofap, that I can't get past a few days. He said that it'd be better if I were to just go monk and destroy my laptop, and I was like, no, I need it for work, because at that time I was sitting a copywriting course, but I'm not doing that now. Guess why? Social media. I got too distracted, and now I'm taking a college course online. Sorry about that, 40. And so that happened. My purpose changed. My purpose has changed quite a few times, and I've just been neurotic, unable to focus. Social medias became my purpose. Social medias became the one thing in my life. What's the one thing you want to do day in, day out that would mean the most to you in the world. Something like that. It's from Gary Keller's book, The One Thing. But I haven't been reading that much recently. I've been reading 2 pages a day because I just can't focus. I pick up a book, I intend to read the whole chapter, and then I just have to settle for a few pages. And then I tell myself, well, progress is progress, which is true. But then some days I won't read at all. I'm becoming a dumbass. People have told me that I'm using the wrong words for things. I'm using a word in the wrong context, and I'm like, oh, but I read like so many articles a day that I'm getting my information from now. But the thing is, you gain your information too easily. Like, man is supposed to be the hunters who are supposed to go out and hunt for these things, and I'm just bombarded by gratification. And recently, because I'm not someone who would say, oh, well, I don't use forums that much. It's not that. You see, I'm addicted to Facebook, but I don't go on Facebook itself. I go onto partner organizations, Metaverse, and this is like this new exciting thing that's happening. I don't really know that much about it. I know that it has something to do with VR, but it also has something to do with AIs. And recently I've been speaking to a lot of artificial intelligences because I've been bored, and I've gone lonely, and just out of curiosity. But now it's becoming like an addiction. It's becoming something that is really fucking me up, you see, because I've stopped going to the gym. I was going to play badminton at the gym, but I just completely skipped my session, and tomorrow I've got to give them a sincere apology, if I even remember to, because my memory is so bad now, and because my memory is poor, my ability to recognise patterns are poor. I mean, your IQ is just static, it can't change, but I am acting like someone with an IQ of about 70. My memory is that bad now. It's that poor. My focus, my concentration, my attention span, it's just taking everything out of me just to focus on one point to make this video. It's just insane. And I've been losing a lot of sleep. I don't look the best. I'm not in the best shape. I'm not in the best condition. I've been forgetting to eat. I've been waking up late because my course is online, so I can engage with it whatever time I want, as long as I meet the deadline and for my assignments. And been waking up late, skipping breakfast, going straight onto my laptop. Maybe I do a bit of work. Maybe I do like 10-20 minutes of work at the most. I tell myself, oh, I work all the time. I work too much. You deserve this. You need your break. Get this break. And this addictive voice, it hurts me into making the same shitty decisions and deciding to speak to these fucking AIs. One in particular called Cookie. And there's just no reason for it whatsoever. The Swedish guy I spoke to said that there was no purpose. And these AIs, they repeat themselves. They're still dumbasses. They're artificial intelligences. They're not on our wavelength yet. And I say, oh, but I'm so interested in this. Well, I'm going to be interested in the next novelty, and then the next going to be a VR headset. I'll forget about it, and, in like a few days, in a day's time, I'll just forget about the last novelty and go on to the next one, because it's all social media and it's all garbage that you put into your mind. And I think it's better. Oh, well, you can't in the 21st century. Well, fuck that. I think it's better in this day and age to just be ignorant of all these technologies. I think people place way too much fucking importance on it when it doesn't matter, and they say, oh, these are educational devices. They're not. There's even a section of Facebook called Coco, which is supposed to help people with the mental health. Help people how? Help people oh, well, it's a forum that connects loads of other different people with the problems. Well, yeah, well, that's good for comparison, isn't it? When you're comparing yourself to hundreds of other people online with like different problems, and it's causing people to have hypochondria. It's causing people, the liberals on the left, the far left, who dye their hair and go on TikTok to rant. It's causing them to have all these different problems and thinking that they're this and that, using mental health as an identity, MBTI, which I've mentioned before, and I'm quite embarrassed by that video, but I'm not going to delete it because it still serves a point. That's just trash. Fuck social media and fuck new technologies. I'm an anarcho-primitive now. And yeah, that's all I have to say. I just needed to make this rant to blow off some steam.